Impromptu. I just want to tell you about something that's coming up because you may or may not be interested in it. And I also we are also streaming over to YouTube, and it's a YouTube channel that we have just sort of brought back to life after several years. I invite you, if you're into the law of attraction conversation or the brain rewiring conversation that I have going, to check that out. It's over at youtube.com/Bob Doyle Official. And we're putting new content in there all the time, including the stuff that we're doing over on Instagram, which we do 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. And you might check that out at Bob Doyle from The Secret. So, but today, this is sort of a time-sensitive deal, and I wanted to kind of get this out there and explain as concisely as I can about what it's about and why I'm telling you about it. Because I also know that it's sort of last minute. We are talking about something that's happening here in Las Vegas on July 27th and 28th. So, if you love Las Vegas and you're looking for a reason to get out here, because it is hopping, you wouldn't know that anything had ever happened here. Events are on, everything's happening. So it's an exciting place to be again. And if while you're here you'd like to learn a little something that might benefit you for the rest of your life, well, we've got that opportunity. So just a little recap. Obviously, I have been, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but let's assume that you know to some extent that I was involved with the film and book The Secret, and I was teaching law of attraction, have been. Teaching law of attraction, coaching law of attraction, speaking law of attraction all over the place, LOA, for 20 years. But for the past couple of years, I've been really focused more on neuroplasticity and how our brain changes in the process of transformation and what actually creates a lasting transformation. And that is, of course, making structural changes to your brain, thanks to neuroplasticity, our ability to change our brain. So I haven't focused as much on law of attraction teaching type things, you know, the classic stuff, the vision boards and just all of it, the whole vibration conversation, which again, 20 years of doing that. And this is a conversation that changed my life. I love this conversation. The law of attraction is absolutely a thing. And just because I've shifted my attention on teaching to neuroplasticity doesn't mean that I am any less of an advocate or a believer or a knower, really, of what the law of attraction is. However, the reason that I started to switch gears a little bit was because some of the confusion around the law of attraction, and the confusion came from an infusion of a lot of teachers teaching really crappy versions of what the law of attraction is. By the way, if you've got something to say, you can leave a comment, and I'd love to hear from you and say hello to you, especially if you are new to the YouTube channel particularly, and this is the type of conversation you like, then why not subscribe and click the bell for notifications so you can find out when we add stuff. We do add content several times a week on this channel. Now, so what am I here to talk about? If I'm talking about neuroplasticity, why am I even talking about the law of attraction, and what is LOA? What is an LOA brain? Well, so the problem with the law of attraction and the confusion that came with it is all, again, the preconceived notions that it's some sort of a magical thing, and people got magical thinking all wrapped around it, and they're worried about getting it wrong, and you know, it's all this mystical, magical, woo-woo conversation, which has really kind of clouded up this very highly, really scientific principle, you know, of manifestation and the fact that we're here to create our own realities. But what has happened, if I was to define the typical law of attraction brain, okay, this would be a person who thinks of the law of attraction more or less as this sort of magic wand that they're trying to figure out how to use. They're just going to visualize something, and the particles are going to assemble, and they'll have to take very little action or whatever, and then that's how they're going to manifest their life. That's an LOA brain, like, oh, the universe has got my back, or the universe doesn't want it for me, or whatever. All of those situations. So what we're trying to get away with, what we're trying to get to in terms of a law of attraction brain is a brain that is really plugged into what the law of attraction really is and how it works to create your life by design without all the woo-woo. Now, there's lots of really cool stuff that happens with the law of attraction in the background, the vibration. It seems kind of magical, but the problem is if our little analytical human brains try to wrap our minds around how the universe works on that level, that's where we get stuck. All we need to know is that our brain can change, and how can we change it. Now, having said all that, in a perfect world, you would learn correctly about what the law of attraction is and how it works, and have the piece about how your brain changes and how you can change your brain specifically so that the law of attraction works effortlessly, meaning without any effort. right? So we want to tap into your own natural ability to create your life by design. So having an understanding of the law of attraction, like what it really is, can help you get more excited about neuroplasticity, changing your brain, and how sort of the universe will conspire as you change your own lens through which you see the world. Right? That's how you're going to change your reality. So how is it, if only there was a place you could go to learn all the essentials of the law of attraction and the neuroplasticity piece. But where would you go? Oh, maybe Vegas. Maybe July 27th to 28th, and maybe that's why I was talking about all this in the first place. If you were to type LOA brain into your browser, you would end up here on this page. And this woman, hiding behind that faded out background there, is Victoria Marie Gallagher, who I have known for a while, several years. And she was really best known for her hypnotherapy work. She wrote a book a couple of years ago about the law of attraction and its practical use of the law of attraction. And she has been teaching this law of attraction intensive training. And I've never been involved with her with it before, but this year, because it's in Vegas and because of the conversation that I'm in right now, we thought it'd be a great idea if we could collaborate a little bit, because she has this intensive. Now, the whole curriculum isn't laid out here on this page. I've seen it, though, and it is exactly what, if I had the energy and the desire to put together an updated, all-inclusive, here's everything you need to know about the law of attraction, all that's in there. It's all in there, and it's not a woo-woo course. But as you'll see, she's talking about things like raising your vibration and typical conversations that you would have in the law of attraction, but the difference is how she approaches it is there's not all these weird leaps of faith. There's a lot of, it's just very, very practical, and that's what you want. We don't want to be spending time trying to figure out the law of attraction all the time. It's just not what we were wasting years of our life when all we really need to do is change our brain. But knowing these techniques, the stuff that she teaches, well, who's that guy? Oh, it says right there, Bob Doyle, author. Huh. We kind of look alike. Anyway, so I'm doing a special breakout session on rewiring your brain. So we're going to take all of the stuff that she's talking about, all the great practical, law of attraction information that she's doing. She's got a very logical structure for going through all of this. I know you're really going to enjoy it. If you are a law of attraction enthusiast, especially if you're brand new to it, please get started, right? Because I'm telling you, there are a million trillion little rabbit holes of people who go, oh, I got it. And they get so woo-woo with it or so whatever. It isn't practical law of attraction. It's fun and it's interesting and you post quotes and it's just, oh, I can't wait for the universe to deliver. But that kind of thinking is not what is going to manifest. The law of attraction is at work, but I promise you what you're putting out there is not what you want to be getting back. So if you want to make sure that you are sending the right signals, if you will, then you need to understand what the law of attraction really is and what it's not. But most importantly, in my mind, is how learning all of this stuff helps you in your eventual actual goal to change your brain, because it is your brain that is determining your experience of reality in every moment. It is the meaning that you're giving this moment, right now, that determines the quality of your life. And all of that. And it also determines what action you will take to move closer to your dreams, and what action you won't take or justify not taking, or whatever. It determines what you will allow to stop you on your journey towards manifesting your goals. And when you can identify all of that and learn how to actually literally program yourself to be the person who will take the action that will get the results, that will actually cause the law of attraction to function in the way that you want. Because people are just constantly shooting rays out into the universe trying to make the law of attraction work. But most of the time when they're doing that, they're actually focused on the absence of the thing that they want. They think they're putting their focus there, but all of their emotional energy very often is on that. We want to focus on who you're being, because it is who you're being, the action you take, the meaning you make, the things you say, the relationships you create, and all the other creations you put out in the world. That's what determines what comes your way. The people in your life, all situations, they're responding to who you're being. And as you implement law of attraction principles, like you'll learn correctly if you come to this intensive, it's going to help you get definition on who it is that you truly want to be. There's so much of that. There's a whole part in here about, clarity and getting clarity on your vision, because without that, you're just swimming around. Ultra clarity on your desire. If you don't know where you're going and why, I promise you, you're likely to stop. It's just how we are wired. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you to come hang out with Victoria and me for a couple of days here in Vegas, learn some really cool practical life skills. This is not about just getting more information crammed into your head about the law of attraction so that when you go to your little book clubs or whatever, you can talk about it. The law of attraction. Oh, I went to this thing and I learned this. Well, what are you doing? Show me the results. Show me you being something that is attracting different results. That's what this weekend is about. It's not about just more learning. It is about taking I see why I want to know this information. It's not to keep thinking about it and talking about it constantly with my friends and neighbors and debating it online and posting quotes about it. It's about saying, okay, this is what I need to make my life happen the way that I want to. But it's going to require me taking action. And the action that I take is all going to be determined by how I'm wired up here. So come to Vegas, hang with us a couple of days, learn how to wire yourself the way you want, get the clarity, get the tools, get all the stuff, and have fun with us. That's all I wanted to say. Very simple. If you want to go, LOAbrain.com. I know it's just a couple of weeks, but it's Vegas. So, just make it a quick impromptu little mini vacation, learn some stuff, go have fun. It'll be awesome. And we'll get to hug and shake hands and all that other stuff.